The University of Minnesota's campus is huge, and there are lots of places to eat, including 6 dining halls located within residence halls. They can be a bit of a factor when picking a residence hall to live in, and odds are that if you go here, you'll end up eating in most of them at some point. So, here are brief descriptions of what the dining halls are like. And they're sort of ordered from worst to best too, but it's just my opinion, of course, so please don't take the ranking too seriously. Disclaimer: any complaints about the dining hall are not directed towards the people who work in them, as they are all incredibly hardworking and great and deserve a lot of respect, and they are not really at fault for most of the things I mentioned. As a Middlebrook resident, this is where I eat the majority of my meals, and I can say with absolute confidence that this is the worst dining hall. There's not a lot of variety of food, especially fruits and vegetables. There's always stuff that's missing or out of order. Instead of butter packets, they have this giant slab of butter with a knife in it. The ice cream machine was once out of commission for 2 months straight. Once there was a post-it note on the lemonade saying out of stock, but there actually was lemonade, so they just did that to mess with us, I guess. Oh, and then sometimes you can press the lemonade or the apple juice, but water just comes out of it, and they really get your hopes up for like half a second before leaving you crushed. Every single time I've taken a guest or family member to eat here, the food has been wildly unappetizing. I would go on, but suffice to say, Middlebrook isn't great. It's not all bad. Breakfast is fine, and once again, the staff is wonderful. But yeah, this is definitely the worst dining hall on campus. Bailey is so far away that I've honestly only eaten there once. My impression is that the food there is really good, but there aren't a lot of options for each meal due to the low number of people who eat there, and the seating is limited for the same reason. That's about all I got, really. I eat at Comstock a lot, and I mostly like it. The layout is very easy to navigate, there's always a pretty good selection of food, plus, they always used to have these little Oreo pieces that you can put in ice cream, and that is honestly all I need. The Oreos have been gone this semester though, and that makes a huge difference. Overall, quite good food, nice seating setup, and needs to bring back Oreo bites immediately. Pioneer's dining hall is really large compared to most of the others. There are loads of options for each meal. There's also lots of seating, although this is kind of ruined by a current problem, which is that at the moment Pioneer's the only dining hall in Superblock, so people from all 4 halls eat there, causing it to be very crowded. Some people love Pio's dining hall and some really dislike it, but in general it's usually quite good. I have very little to say about Sanford. It's really good, I think. It looks nice and it has good food. My friend who lives there says, quote, quite a few options. Ice cream is the best. Not difficult to find a seat. One of the better dining halls. End quote. And honestly, I think it's pretty hard to argue with that. The general consensus seems to be that 17th is the best dining hall, and I would probably agree with that. The food isn't really great on average, because none of the dining hall food really is, but it's pretty good. This is where most of the athletes live, and they need a lot of food because, exercising and all that. So there's always a wide variety of options and lots of fresh food. I know a lot of people who actually go out of their way to eat here between classes, which is honestly the highest praise I can offer a dining hall. I love you.